Well, this is it, our first GT4R. This is the culmination of about a year's worth of work and about 6 months worth of development time as well, to basically come up with what we hope is the best combination of road and track McLaren possible. Essentially, it is a kit of parts which can be retrofitted to an existing car, or we can supply a full car, and its retail price in the UK, including VAT, is £29,995. That includes all the work, all the paintwork, all the assembly, all the labour for a fully completed car. Now, our car is based on the 570 Sports Series, but the kit can be fitted to the 540 or the GT. So our options are quite open in terms of those who already own a Sports Series car they wish to upgrade, or we can of course also source and supply a fully built car if required. The build will be limited to 25 items only, so we ran with a limited edition, and no, we won't be adding any on later on, that's it. And the hope is obviously that it's an opportunity for those Sports Series owners to have a car that will be more fine-tuned for track work. However, it's called the GT4R because the R stands for road, not for race, because essentially it is our version of a GT4 McLaren race car, but prepared more for road work as well. So it is, in all intents and purposes, a track day car. Now, our intention here was to be uncompromising. We wanted to make sure it was a perfect car on track, but also was malleable and usable enough to use on the road, and we think we got it about right. Combination of parts together are obviously something that we can buy sell separately in terms of cherry picking those items, but in terms of the whole system, and for a GT4R, for its numbered plaque, has to be complete and done. In detail, what we have is a standard road car that we have then added the genuine FIA homologated GT4 parts from McLaren. So that comprises of a rear wing and rear wing assembly, including all supports, a front bumper, a front splitter, front assembly in terms of dive planes, all in carbon fibre, which we then custom paint to match your car, which is not easy, and then fit to the car. The GT4 car has the front radiator moved. As the radiator moves to the front, we haven't done that because first of all you lose your luggage space, and B, you don't need it for a road car, so you maintain your luggage space. So the bonnet is untouched, and inside you still have your luggage space. So it still maintains its function as a road car, the radiators stay in the back. Externally also, what you have is some custom badging called GT4R, which again won't be made available to anybody else other than by buying the kit, and also there is a numbered plaque on the inside of the car. Carrying on the interior, a pair of carbon fibre FIA homologated race seats are fitted. They weigh only 4 kilos each, with custom made upright supports and also adjustable seats fore and aft on both sides. These are mated with a pair of Schroth 4-point harnesses to keep you nice and safe and secure, but you retain the use of your black belts as well for use on the road. As well as a number plaque inside, there's some extra livery, but also the important thing is we have fitted in a half cage. Now this is a complete half cage, not a harness bar, so it's a full rollover hoop bolted to the car and so in its chassis points. So it is a solid way of keeping you safe in the event of a rollover or other impact. No cutting of trim is required. All the trim is removed and you can then fit the cage, so it means it's a retrofittable item and also a removable item should you see fit. Carrying on the exterior and the performance side of the car, suspension wise, we retain the standard suspension from McLaren. Not only is it very, very good, but also it's very compliant in terms of road and track. However, we have both lowered and stiffened the car in terms of suspension with the springs. The car is now only 110mm ride height, which is 10mm lower than the GT4, and means we've retained the standard suspension to keep that lift kit, which is going to be helpful for those in car parks and speed humps. The lowering springs literally drop it down, but also stiffen it, which means the centre of gravity is lower, but also a roll centre is slower as well. Additional to the handling side, we've also changed the engine mounts and the transmission mounts for stiffer items to avoid less smooth transmission movement for the chassis and stiffen the whole process up. It's also a weak failing point on the road cars as it is. Brakes, we have gone with the standard carbon discs in the car. However, we have mated these with a set of padded RSC1 pads, which are used in endurance racing to give you longer use and better resistance to fade. However, we would also recommend one of the two options that we do for the car, which is either a steel disc conversion or ultimately the surface transform CCB brake upgrade, which obviously uses that surface transform disc, which allows both better braking, longer life more importantly, and also the ability to regrind and refresh those discs as required. Those are both options. We run the standard wheels in the car, which enable us to run not only cup tyres, etc., but also the new Pirelli tyre that has been made for the McLaren 620R. But also there are options for 18-inch wheels to run slicks and wets if required. The suspension on most of the car is happy to work on both. Power-wise, we've increased the mid-range power by around about 90 horsepower, and we've increased the mid-range torque by 120 to 130 newton meters. Mid-range is where we concentrate our power. We want, as far as we're concerned, to be drivability and overtaking rather than peak power. However, peak power has increased to about 60 horsepower to about 620 horsepower at the flywheel. However, we measure at the wheels here. It's actually on a dyno. All the mapping is custom tuned on our own dyno, so we measure at the wheels, which works out about 500 brake horsepower at the wheels. Torque has also increased up to about 600 odd in terms of newton meters. So it's quite a big jump, and the car drives dramatically differently. Power is also improved by the fact we have a full race exhaust on it, which is made up of 4-inch collectors and 3-inch custom-made mandrel bent tubing, which all exhausts are made in-house here in Silverstone. We don't just bolt on exhaust systems. Part of that system is a pair of FIA 200 cell cats with a sufficient coating to mean that you're okay on MOTs, and no emissions issues, but it still pass an MOT and still be perfectly road legal. This is mated to a pair of carbon fibre custom tims at the back of the car. So as you can see, we have literally enhanced every possible aspect of the car. Wanted to make sure that the interior was perfect, suited for driving and turns out and on track, with both harnesses and a roller and a complete cage solution. The power has increased, the handling has improved, the braking has increased, and the aerodynamics are improved with the looks of it. Its intentions for these kits, a maximum of 25 items for owners to be done on a fitted basis. We can ship overseas in terms of kits if required, but we'd rather obviously build them onto the car. Or we can source a car for you, so build our own car from scratch. So on the base of picking up a 540 or a 570 for about 80, 90,000 pounds, you could be on the road for 110, 120,000 pounds, which is obviously a good price for a 600 odd horsepower track and road car. Hope that's useful. This is obviously one of our little easy videos to do. We'll do some more commercial video type stuff, and there is actually a link to the brochure, which is on our site at the end of this video, down there somewhere. Do have a look. We have a demonstrator car here, which you're welcome to come up and sit in at Silverstone. Additional to that, obviously, we can also do custom liveries as well. As obviously paying now, but we'll start doing some custom liveries for people who want a more race graphics type side. Hope that's useful. Any questions or problems, please give us a call. Happy to answer any issues you have. Okay, cheers.